Hello, Greg. Welcome back to our week 4 session of the 6 weeks program. And today we'll be doing some relaxing breathing again, like we did last week, and also we'll be doing some imagery, using all 5 senses. And the importance of doing imagery is so that because our brain works best when it's relaxed in state. So which is what you're doing after relaxed breathing. And after you do a deep breath and your mind is relaxed, you do the imagery, and this is where you imagine simple things. Well, for this session we'll be imagining simple things for the first practical session, because if the client can't get his grasps, if you can't get your grasps on using your 5 senses in simple situations, then you will find it hard to imagine game situations which are in more detail to imagine. And this session is just to work and exploit all your senses. And we will also have some certain senses that are stronger than others, and it's your weaker senses that you really need to work on. And your strongest senses is also one that we need to use best to learn through. So at the end of this, we'll be identifying which ones are your strength, which ones are weaknesses, or if they're all good as you. And people learn in different ways. You already know, like picture, image, experience. But my client has stated that you've already stated to me that you learn more through hearing and explanation and imagining and experiencing it. So that's what we'll be doing today, and I'll be explaining describing to you some situations where I'll exploit all your senses one by one. I'm not gonna go too much in details because this is the first session doing imagery, but we'll start soft and next session we'll do more. So let's start with relaxed breathing, and I want you to loosen up any tight clothing. I want you to sit down. Loosen up any jewelry or belts. I want you to remove your shoes also. Actually, I want you to lie down on the couch. Yeah. And I'll make sure your head is well supported and you are comfortable. And I want you to close your eyes if you are comfortable doing so. Yeah? Right. So I want you to breathe slowly and steadily and through your nose for a count of 4. Filling your belly first and then your chest. And I want you to gently hold on to that breath for 2 seconds. And then I want you to breathe out steadily for a count of 4. So all the breath, all the oxygen that you took in, I want you to hold on to it for up to 6 seconds. And I want you to release it for 4 seconds. And I want you to repeat this again and again for 5-6 times. Again, if you can't handle the counts and the pace, or the slow rhythm, or it's too easy for you, then I want you to find a rhythm that is comfortable to you. And the last session I told you to go home and to work on this. So I want you to find that rhythm. Alright. So, imagery now. I want you to visualize meeting your favorite person. Is he tall? Or is she a boy or a girl? Is she tall or short? Black, white, Asian, or any other race? What is he wearing? Or what is she wearing? I want you to visualize that person. Good. Next, I want you to visualize a beach that you visited on a holiday or on a weekend away. I want you to visualize the sea. I want you to visualize the surroundings. I want you to visualize the beach. I want you to visualize the sun. Right. Next, I want you to imagine you playing with your frisbee. I want you to imagine the frisbee that you play with. What color is it? What shape is it? How do you hold onto the frisbee? How do you throw it? How do you catch it? Good. Now we've done that, I want you to move on to imagining your dream car. What kind of car is it? What color is this? How many doors does it have? What's the inside like? What's the wheels like? Alloys? What are the seats like? Imagine the key in your hands. Imagine the back of it and imagine the front of it. Alright, good. Now we've done your visualization. Next we'll do sound. So I want you to start imagining and hear the sound of falling rain on the roof. Imagine you're in your house and you hear the sound of the rain falling onto your roof. I want you to hear it. Next, I want you to hear the sound of your favorite song. Sing it loud through the speaker. Alright. Next, I want you to hear a dog barking. I want you to hear your dog barking in the back garden. Loud, trying to get your attention. I want you to hear the sound of it. Next, I want you to hear the sea washing onto the beach that you were on a minute ago. I want you to hear it. I want you to hear the water just whoosh onto the beach. Good. Next, I want you to hear the sound of your favorite sports car. I want you to hear the engine. I want you to hear when it starts up. Good. Now we've got a handle of the sound and the visualization. Next, we'll go into the smell. Right. I want you to start smelling a freshly cut grass. That green smell. That distinct smell of grass. I want you to smell it. I want you to hear the lawnmower cutting the grass also. And I want you to visualize the worker moving the lawnmower across the field, cutting the grass. Good. Now I want you to start smelling, imagining, walking past the coffee shop. Imagine walking past Costa, Cafe Nero, or any other coffee shops in Sutton. And I want you to smell that coffee whiffing across your face. Good. Next, I want you to smell food, your favorite food cooking on a barbecue. The sauce, the ingredients melting and sizzling on the barbecue. I want you to smell it. The coal. Good. And lastly, I want you to smell the smell of your aftershave. What does it smell like? Good. That's great. Now, we've gotten those senses training. I want you to move on to your feel. Okay? Alright. I want you to start feeling a frisbee in your hands. Your frisbee in your hands. I want you to get a feel of what the shape is like. The bent, the circular motion, the stickers on the frisbee. I want you to feel it, touch it, the smooth pads. Good. Now I want you to feel the feeling of wearing trainers that you play in frisbee. Comfy paddings. Jumping and walking in it, running in it. I want you to feel it. That warm padding. I want you to feel it springing when you run. Good. Now I want you to imagine feeling of having a warm shower. I want you to imagine the water going down your back, your hair first, then your back, and then to the rest of your body. I want you to feel it. That warm, tingling feeling. Good. Now I want you to imagine kicking a ball. I want you to imagine hitting the ball with a tennis racket. Imagine it was on a Saturday in the park that you regularly go to play tennis. I want you to imagine hitting the ball with the racket. I want you to feel that attacking the ball with the racket. I want you to feel the vibration going up your arm. Good. Now we've done all those four senses. We've got onto the taste of the sense, which is the fifth sense. So I want you to start tasting the salty taste of your sweat as you train. As you run around the field, I want you to taste that salty sweat dripping down your face onto your lips. I want you to imagine it's a sunny, hot day and someone just gave you a cold bottle of water. And I want you to drink it, gulp it down, and I want you to taste that cold, buzzy feeling in your mouth. I want you to taste it. Okay. I want you to taste eating chocolate. I want you to taste eating your favorite chocolate. I want you to taste that chocolate melting on your tongues. Good. Now I want you to taste the taste of toothpaste when you're brushing your teeth. That burning sensation, that minty sensation, I want you to taste it. Great. That's perfect, Greg. And I want you to do the deep breathing technique that I taught you already. Now I want you to breathe in and out for a count of 4. Hold gently onto it for 2 seconds and release 4 seconds. Do this 3 times. Good. Thank you, Greg. So that's the end of our week 4 session, and I hope it's really helped, and I hope that you've learned something today, and I hope as your homework throughout the week until our next meeting, I want you to go through these techniques and I want you to do them. I want you to practice them. Alright? In your own time, I want you to do it 2-3 times a day, 4 times a week, and I want you to get used to this imagination and visualization. Alright, this imagery tool, I want you to use it. So, thank you, Greg, and I will see you in our next session on the week 5 session. Thank you, Greg. Have a blessed day.